Oh, happy Wednesday, downtown Alton. It's the 28th day of September, and man, let me tell you something. The weather change has gotten to me. Don't know how you guys are doing, but normally at this time of the year, the migraines start coming, the sinus problems start coming, and man, I have just gotten hit hard with sinus problems this week. So I am going to muster through it with you because we got a great show here in the heart of the Riverbend. Coming on in the 10 o'clock hour is going to really be a great guest, and really looking forward to having a great guest on the show like we do every day. And that's going to be Julianne Fraser. She's with Walk Towards a Cure, and that's going to be a great conversation to have, and really looking forward to talking with her. And then Jerseyville County Historical Society is going to be on the show too, because they have their Apple Festival coming up just in a few short days on Saturday. And then Walk Towards a Cure is on Saturday, I believe, also at the Amphitheater, which will be a great thing. And they're asking also for broad donations for a project that they've been working on. So really, really happy to have both the great guests on the show to talk about pretty much a bunch of great ways to help out in our community and to celebrate really a very great institution too at the Jersey County Historical Society. So it's going to be a great day here. It's 9:02 in the heart of the Riverbend. Let's take a quick buffer break so I can get some local news going, and we can come back and have a great 9 o'clock hour right here in your heart of the Riverbend, your daily dose for local. That's RiverBender.com on our daily show with me, CJ Nasello. Take a quick buffer break. It's time to look at the news right after this in downtown Alton.
Fasten your chin straps, ladies and gentlemen, because you are about to experience the most exciting lineup of CF Moto ATVs and side-by-sides ever to hit the trails, rocks, and sand dunes. For 2021, we are introducing an awesome array of new features, plus some new models across 3 lineups: C-Force ATVs, U-Force Utility Side-by-Sides, and Z-Force Performance Side-by-Sides. CF Moto, experience more together.
When you need reliable tires without breaking the bank, you won't find a better deal than Cheapy's Tires. Our extensive selection of tires include all major brands, both new and used, along with rims. We'll get you where you need to be with more cash in your pocket. We can work with any budget and get you back on the road in no time. Rough weather is just around the corner, and low tread just won't do. So don't get stuck with bad wheels. Visit Cheapy's Tires on East Broadway in Alton today. Dependable tires at an unbelievable price.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Oh, it's 9:05 right back here in the heart of the Riverbend on this Wednesday in downtown Alton, a beautiful fall morning. But, man, like I was telling you guys as I stumbled through that open, I am just having the time of my life with sinuses this fall. I've had, this migraine for the last 2 days now, so we'll see if it goes away. But as we take a look at our local news cycle, Edwardsville, in the coming weeks, some residents will have new water meters installed as part of the city's advanced water meter system. Many residents in the area outlined on a map portrayed on RiverBender.com, which is a pretty large proportion, can expect a letter to arrive in the mail with instructions to set up an appointment to switch out their meter. If you receive a letter, please contact the contractor listed to arrange a meter swap as soon as possible. The city of Edwardsville is contracted with Mideastern Plumbing to perform this mandatory upgrade of the water meter reading system. Appointments will be available from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Some Saturday appointments will also be available. Residents will have 2 ways to schedule an appointment, online or by phone. The technician requires access to the inside of your home. Most water meters will need to be located indoors, basement, cellar, crawl space, utility room. The installation is expected to take no more than 2 hours, and water service will be disrupted intermittently during that time. For safety, residents providing Mideastern Plumbing with an email address when scheduling their appointment will receive an electronic notification with the photo of the technician prior to the appointment. All Mideastern Plumbing technicians will be in uniform with a photo ID. And in Carrollton, a really kind of a sad thing that I saw in the news just yesterday. Shade announces Bucks Crossing in Carrollton is closing. Mark Shade, the owner of Bucks Crossing in Carrollton, announced yesterday that he closed the business for a final time on Monday night. Bucks Crossing contained a gas station and convenience store that also served some hot prepared foods. He said it will now become a Casey's. He's quoted as saying, "The last time Ken and I were together and put a key in that door, it was when we opened almost 11 years ago. While I can't say I miss all the responsibilities of owning a station that is open 24/7, 365 days a year, I will miss working with the great team at Bucks Crossing. We have been blessed over the years to work with some of the best, hard-working managers and employees, and I know I will miss those relationships." When Shade took over Bucks Crossing, the business had sat empty for over a year. Shade and the others worked diligently to build the business back to respectability and made the inside and outside comfortable and professional for customers. He also hired a professional team, many in the business for several years. He closed by saying that while they will look back at the experience with fond memories, they are hopeful Casey's will continue to provide valued services to Carrollton and the surrounding communities for years to come. And in St. Clair County, the Transit District awards $13.5 million in grants to a construction company for a new public safety center at Emerson Park Transit Center. St. Clair County's Transit District Board of Trustees has selected Breeze, Illinois-based Podker Construction, sorry if I mispronounced that one, to oversee the construction of a new 16,000 square foot public safety center project planned at Emerson Park Transit Center in East St. Louis. The contract is valued at $13.5 million and is funded by $9.9 million of Rebuild Illinois grant money received from Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker earlier this year, along with funding from St. Clair County Transit District and Bi-State Development. It will be owned and operated by the St. Clair County Transit District. Construction will commence later this year and is expected to be completed in 2024. The state-of-the-art 2-story facility will house office space for St. Clair County's Metrolink Sheriff's Deputies, Metro Transit Operational Control Center, and the St. Clair County CENCOM West 911 Emergency Dispatch Center. The goal of the new space is to help bolster communications and security collaboration among Metro Transit, the St. Clair County Sheriff's Department, Metro Transit Public Safety, the Bureau of Transit Police, and other public safety partners. The facility will also include the space for St. Clair County Transit District and Chestnut Health Systems, a not-for-profit health and human service organization spearheading a pilot program to assist transit riders with mental health issues, homelessness, and more. And it will feature improved rider amenities, including public restrooms for riders and operators of the transit system. And a man in Calhoun is facing several charges after a traffic stop in Brussels at 5:26 on September the 22nd. A Calhoun County Sheriff's Office received a report of a reckless driver leaving the Brussels ferry and traveling northbound towards Brussels in Calhoun County. The citizen stayed behind the vehicle until a deputy arrived on scene at 5:38 in that afternoon. That evening, a deputy with Calhoun County Sheriff's Office located the suspected vehicle near Sleeper Lane and Illinois River Road. Subsequent to an investigation, the driver, Anthony Gomez, he's 35, of O'Fallon, Missouri, was arrested on several charges: unlawful possession of methamphetamine, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia, illegal use of registration, and operating an uninsured motor vehicle. The Calhoun County Sheriff's Office would like to thank the concerned citizens for calling in and making a report. Their actions help to keep our county and those traveling on our roadways safe, the sheriff's office is quoted as saying. And as always, we encourage all citizens, if you see something, say something. And we like to remind you all that all suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. State's Attorney Haynes has announced murder charges as we keep taking a look at the local news cycle of the day in Edwardsville, Madison County. State's Attorney Tom Hayne announced Tuesday that his office has filed first-degree murder charges in connection with a residential fire that resulted in the death of a Troy woman. Prosecutors charged Michael Sloan Jr. with 3 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of attempted first-degree murder, and 1 count of aggravated arson, 1 count of aggravated unlawful restraint. The aftermath of the Troy blaze and firefighters battling the serious blaze was captured on RiverBender.com. Haynes' announcements say the murder charges allege that on September 22nd, Sloan burned the home of Suzanne Tomlinson in the 500 block of Woodtrush in Troy while Tomlinson was inside, causing her death. Haynes said the charge of the attempted murder alleges that Sloan attempted to kill Tomlinson's daughter, Courtney Tomlinson, by ordering Courtney Tomlinson to blind herself with a pair of zip ties on her wrists, covering her with gasoline, and holding a knife, stating he was going to hurt her. The senseless act of violence that shook the community, Haynes said. Our office extends sympathy to the family as well as the witnesses, police officers, and firefighters who were there as this tragedy unfolded. Thanks to their courage, bravery, and great police work, our office can and will fight for justice for the victims. Haynes added he expects the evidence to show that on the afternoon of September 22nd, Troy police were called to a report of domestic disturbance at a nearby duplex on Woodtrush where Courtney Tomlinson and the defendant resided. Courtney Tomlinson managed to free herself from the zip ties and fled to a neighbor's residence. Sloan then went to the home of Suzanne Tomlinson carrying a can of gasoline. Moments after police arrived, a large fire erupted on Tomlinson's home. Flames and heavy smoke hindered attempts to get inside, and an autopsy revealed that Suzanne Tomlinson died from smoke inhalation. Haynes thanked Troy Police, Troy Fire Protection District, Madison County Coroner, and Illinois State Police and the Illinois State Fire Marshal for their diligent work on the case. And Sloan's bail has been and was set at $1 million by Judge Janet Heflin. This charge, as well as the statements made herein on this article and provided here on this Daily Show, are based upon probable cause, and the defendant is presumed innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law. And then wrapping up, as we take a look at the lighter side of things, the Edwardsville Police Department has a drive-through food pantry drive set with Eden Church for the Ed Glenn Food Pantry in Edwardsville from 10 a.m. to noon Saturday, October the 8th at the Edwardsville Public Safety Building. We're teaming up with the Eden Church to fill some shelves for the Glen Ed Pantry, Edwardsville Chief of Police Mike Philback said. Philback encouraged community members to participate in this event. Suggested items based on what is needed are as follow: personal hygiene items, dishwashing, laundry soap, paper goods, baking dry goods. Also, check the Glen Ed Pantry website for other items needed as well. You can check that out at glenedpantry.org. That's glenedpantry.org. And once again, just so I could make sure I get this one right, the Edwardsville Police Department has a drive-through food drive set with Eden Church of the Glen Ed Food Pantry in Edwardsville from 10 a.m. to noon Saturday, October the 8th, at the Edwardsville Public Safety Building at 333 South Main Street and their north lot. So if you want to help out a great cause, if you live in the city of Edwardsville, you can do so, and we encourage it too. Hey, it's 9:15. We're shaking the cobwebs out of this sinus migraine, and our morning show rolls on right after a little bit of a break here in downtown Alton.
Riverbender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
You will find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, it felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into the areas they're interested in.
And it gives a chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found myself.
Fasten your chin straps, ladies and gentlemen, because you are about to experience the most exciting lineup of CF Moto ATVs and side-by-sides ever to hit the trails, rocks, and sand dunes. For 2021, we are introducing an awesome array of new features, plus some new models across 3 lineups: C-Force ATVs, U-Force Utility side-by-sides, and Z-Force Performance side-by-sides. CF Moto, experience more together.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
When you need reliable tires without breaking the bank, you won't find a better deal than Cheapy's Tires. Our extensive selection of tires include all major brands, both new and used, along with rims. We'll get you where you need to be with more cash in your pocket. We can work with any budget and get you back on the road in no time. Rough weather is just around the corner, and low tread just won't do. So don't get stuck with bad wheels. Visit Cheapy's Tires on East Broadway in Alton today. Dependable tires at an unbelievable price. For the selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop at their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan-Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and it will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Are you in the market for new flooring? Look no further than Eagles Discount Carpet. Ed Eagles has an enormous inventory of carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood with professionally trained carpet installers that treat your home with the utmost respect. Lowe's and Home Depot can't even compare. Discounted prices regularly beat out the big box stores. Stop by today to have your new flooring ready for the holiday season. Ed Eagles, quality carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood at discount prices. Located on Humbert Road in Alton.
Tonight, the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was.
Oh, 9:19 back here in the heart of the Riverbend. That's downtown Alton on this 28th day of September. And hey, a couple of things in our prep service stuff I saw that was kind of interesting, wanted to talk to you guys about before we have on 2 really great guests. Like I was saying at the top of the 9, we have Walk Towards a Cure on today. Julie is with them, and we're going to learn all about their great organization and their event coming up and how we can contribute to a really great project they're participating in. That's the tease that I'll leave you with. And then we got Jersey County Historical Society coming on, calling into the show. about 10:30 to talk about Apple Festival, which will be a great thing to be a part of, and it's always a great event. So really looking forward to talking to them, and really kind of want to ask them more about their organization as well. But while we have the time, don't know if you guys saw this, but a daredevil has broken a Guinness World Record, and this one's impressive. You know, I tell you guys, some of these are a little weird. I don't think, you should have a Guinness World Record for putting the most socks on your foot. I mean, that's just a useless record. But this one is something interesting. A Guinness World Record video was posted showing a pair of daredevils breaking the record for longest slackline walk over an active volcano. There you go. That's a record. Rafael Briti and Alexander Scholes of Brazil earned the Guinness World Record for longest slackline walk over an active volcano, ISA approved, when they walked 856 feet across a line suspended 137 feet over the crater of Mount Yasur, a stratovolcano on Tana Island in Vanuatu. Oh, wow. Vanuatu. Yep, that's exactly how you pronounce it. Slacklining is similar to tightrope walking, but uses a cable or polyester belt instead of that taut rope or cord. Brady also holds the Guinness World Record for highest slackline after he walked a 59-foot line suspended between two hot air balloons that were 6,236 feet over the Praia Grande in Santa Catarina, Brazil. And that's pretty impressive. Not only are you walking, 137 feet, in the air. That's, nothing for this guy. He was already doing 6,000 feet. This is over an active volcano. That's actually a Guinness World Record that I think actually deserves a little bit of recognition right there. That's actually impressive. Hey, another thing that was impressive is Stupid Pays Off in Virginia. A lottery player won $1 million from a drawing with a top prize of $5,000 by purchasing 200 identical tickets. His name is Ali Gami of Alexandria, told Virginia lottery officials he was preparing to leave town and decided to treat himself to 200 $1 tickets for the September 6 Pick 4 drawing. The tickets he bought from the Safeway store on Anderson Road in McLean all bore the number 0265, which represent the month and year of the player's birth. The numbers did come up in the drawing, earning him $200 $5,000 top prizes for a total of $1 million. Talk about a gamble. The player said he remained calm when he discovered his big gamble had paid off. He was quoted as saying, I must tell you, I really haven't hit the ceiling. I can't tell you that I jumped up, he said. So kind of playing it calm. He really didn't understand what happened at first, but I can guarantee you if that was a married man, he was almost divorced. And rightfully so. Hey, a message in a bottle traveled, this is from Steve over there. Message in a bottle travels more than 100 miles across Lake Michigan. A message in a bottle dropped into Lake Michigan was found about 3 months later after traveling more than 100 miles. That's interesting. Joni Gisto said that she and her husband were boating off the coast of Racine, Wisconsin earlier this year when they spotted something in the water. She said the message inside was badly faded and she could only make out "miss you" and a few other words. She said to her husband, I wish I knew how long this has been in the water and I wish I knew where it came from. I felt bad because whoever wrote it obviously lost somebody they loved and they were hurting. She decided to write her own message and use the same bottle to toss it into Lake Michigan. And the bottle turned up 3 months later on a North Muskegon, Michigan beach. Oh, man, why did they give me all these, geographical locations today? And when they posted about her find on Facebook, the post eventually came back to Gusto and her attention, allowing the pair to connect. After an individual, Tony Machick, found the bottle, the two women said that they are hoping to be able to meet up in person next summer. A woman walking in Wales, similar to this story, on a beach with her 2-year-old son, found a message in a bottle in July. She said the message was undated and did not reveal its origin, but she found the message meaningful. And just a really neat thing. And Couch, the lady also said the note resonated with her because she had lost her father and would often talk to him about her son, as the note correlated to taking care of children. Really just a great thing. I didn't realize that messages in a bottle were still popping up, but how cool is that? You know, and then to make sure that you're writing your own message and keeping the thing passed along. Really appreciate that story being sent my way, because that really is a neat one. I also saw this that was kind of neat. So there's a shortage of tour buses right now, and which is pushing some music acts out of the touring business. Demand has been especially high with bands returning to clubs after pandemic-era closures, but at the same time, lots of the drivers with tour bus experience left the industry for trucking, where the work is more stable. Add in the standard supply chain story, and you're taking a real crunch. Prices were once $550 a day, but have jumped up to $750 and $800 a day, a level that makes some tours not financially viable, particularly acts at the club level. Wow, I would have never have thought that supply chain issues or COVID or anything like that would have affected the tour bus schedule and the price point on it. But how interesting is that? And here's a pop quiz for you before we take another buffer. A survey that was sent to me says 60% of brides do this within 24 hours of becoming engaged. A survey says 60% of brides do this within 24 hours of becoming engaged. Take a moment, I'll let you guess. We should all know the answer by now. And that's announce the engagement on social media. By the end of the first week, most brides-to-be have shared the news, so that number jumped up to about 95%. But off the bat, 60% of brides announced their engagement 24 hours after becoming engaged to their significant other. And hey, while we're on the topic of significant others, another great story that was sent to me and a great statistic. A study found that reconnecting with your sweetheart boils down to 2 words: road trip. A whopping 84% of couples says taking a simple road trip strengthened their relationship, and that's pretty interesting. I can kind of see that, right? But see, here's my thing, because I'm not a good travel partner. I'm honest about it, right? I've traveled, with soccer. We've gone up, I've probably been to 20 of the states, or probably more with soccer. But, I've just realized I'm not a good travel partner. I tend to annoy people rather quickly in a confined space. So if I ever get married one day, I don't think the answer to my marriage problems will be, let's go for a road trip. I think a lot of you guys could say that too, because knowing me, I think my wife would file for one in the car with me on the way to our destination. Hey, 9:28, let's take a quick break. Come right back here for more of our daily show in downtown Alton.
Fasten your chin straps, ladies and gentlemen, because you are about to experience the most exciting lineup of CF Moto ATVs and side-by-sides ever to hit the trails, rocks, and sand dunes. For 2021, we are introducing an awesome array of new features, plus some new models across 3 lineups: C-Force ATVs, U-Force Utility Side-by-Sides, and Z-Force Performance Side-by-Sides. CF Moto, experience more together.
When you need reliable tires without breaking the bank, you won't find a better deal than Cheapy's Tires. Our extensive selection of tires include all major brands, both new and used, along with rims. We'll get you where you need to be with more cash in your pocket. We can work with any budget and get you back on the road in no time. Rough weather is just around the corner, and low tread just won't do. So don't get stuck with bad wheels. Visit Cheapy's Tires on East Broadway in Alton today. Dependable tires at an unbelievable price.
Macias Insurance Agency provides quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we use multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Lennox products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan-Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan-Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
There's a reason for the warm, sweet nights, and there's a reason for the candlelights. Must be the season when those love lights shine all around us. So let that wonder.
Oh, 9:31, we're right back here for our daily show with me, CJ Nasello. And, a couple of other things that I saw that were sent to me today while we have the time. Like I was telling you guys earlier, if you're just tuning in for the first time, today we have two great guests coming on in the 10 o'clock hour. We have Julie with Walk Towards a Cure coming on right at 10 o'clock, and then following Julie is going to be Jerseyville County Historical Society at 10:30. And they have Apple Festival coming up in just a few short days, and Walk Towards a Cure is Saturday at the Amphitheater. And there's going to be some ways that we can participate also with the project that they're working on. So really looking forward to those conversations in the 10 o'clock hour. But right now, the 9 o'clock hour is open for you guys to call in if you want. 618-759-7469, 618-759-7469. Anything in the news that you saw that was troubling you, or anything you want to get off your chest, you can do that too, and I highly encourage it. Or if you want to text that number, you can do so as well. That's 618-759-7469. And, here's some things that Steve over at Interprep sent me too that I thought, I'd share with you guys now that we have some time to do so, because there's some pretty interesting things that are sent to me every day. I'm telling you, at this point, you give me another 3 months, start calling me for your trivia teams. All I'm saying, because I have learned some of the most needless information. I don't think I'm ever going to use it, but that's what's kind of cool about doing this type of work, because I get to see the facts and statistics and the weird but trues and all of the things that make a great trivia partner to take home a trophy. So like I said, you are more than happy to give me a phone call if you need it. And here's something that I saw that was pretty interesting, sent to me by our friends for our daily, daily material to get us going. And that's German chocolate cake was actually invented in Texas. I didn't know that at all, but German chocolate cake was invented in Texas. These are things that you didn't know yesterday. And the guy who helped create the original warning label printed on all cigarette packs was actually a smoker who died of lung cancer. Wow. Talk about irony. Humans shed around 200 million skin cells each hour, and blue whales eat 500,000 calories in one mouthful. That's pretty interesting. And also something that was interesting, that was in the news cycle actually a couple of days ago. A man in China is facing fines for driving a car without a windshield and using a plastic stool as a front seat. That's an actual story. A guy in China was driving his car, his windshield was busted out, and I guess he didn't have the money to fix it, and his seat wasn't looking too hot either, so he popped out that bad boy, put a plastic bin in that seat, and then he left his windshield open. Hey, I like it. Fresh air hitting your face. Well, probably not over there. But, I saw those and just thought they were pretty funny. And also special events that are today. It's National Drink a Beer Day, so celebrate Alton. It's also Good Neighbor Day, Strawberry Cream Pie Day, Women's Health and Fitness Day, Read Your Child a Book You Like Day. Wow, that's a long one. World Rabies Day. All I can think about is that Office episode. And World School Milk Day. Does that need a holiday? See, that's why this is why I should never read these just off the top. Because when I get these sent into me, it's like, do you guys want to know it's World School Milk Day? Does your kid even know it's World School Milk Day? Are they over at Alton School District or anywhere else handing out additional milks because of it? I don't know, so if they are, call in. But, that and like World Rabies Day, I'm sure rabies is important and I'm not discrediting that. But all I can think about, if you've ever seen The Office, is the Michael Scott episode where he does the 5K just for to find the cure for rabies. And I just think about that all the time. But anyway, so some of these are pretty silly, but I do like Drink a Beer Day and Good Neighbor Day. That's pretty interesting. And another thing that I saw that was kind of interesting as we take a look back at some of the things going on in our own backyard is Red Cross. Actually, this was on Riverbender's website. I wanted to circle back and hit some more news for you guys before we have our interviews, because then I won't be able to do a top of the 10 o'clock hour news for you. But this was interesting and really kind of distressing down for our friends in Florida. I know a lot of you guys have relatives down there, or maybe even have a property down there that listen in. And American Red Cross responders from across Missouri and the Arkansas region are answering the call to help those impacted by disaster. Dedicated American Red Cross workers are arriving in Florida ahead of Hurricane Ian to be prepared to provide critical help. As Ian gets closer to landfall, other Missouri and Arkansas teams are currently deployed to help those affected by disasters, including the hurricane in Puerto Rico, typhoon in Alaska, and the wildfires on the West Coast. As of Tuesday morning, nearly 100 disaster responders from across Missouri and Arkansas's regions have raised their hands to respond, and more than 20 volunteers and staff en route or on the ground in Florida, and approximately 40 more on standby to leave as needed. Approximately 20 disaster responders are supporting the hurricane response still in Puerto Rico, typhoon response in Alaska, and the western wildfires. The western wildfires, not the wildfighters. That would be interesting. Emergency response vehicle deployments. Teams consisting of 2 drivers will deploy ERVs, or emergency response vehicles, to Florida starting on Wednesday. That's today, from Columbia and Jefferson City, Missouri, and Little Rock, Arkansas. And Thursday, they'll deploy from St. Louis. Media, there are chances to for EVR deployments in the media as well, if anyone else was interested. In additional deployments to Florida of people and emergency response vehicles are expected to happen in the days still ahead. Chris Harmon was quoted as saying he's the regional disaster officer for the American Red Cross of Missouri and Arkansas. We rely on our volunteers to help in times like these and encourage anyone who is interested in joining us to consider signing up to help with future disaster response efforts. 90% of our Red Cross workforce is made up of volunteers. Now a Category 3, and could grow to a Category 4 as it begins to impact millions of people in Florida. Tampa could suffer its first direct hit from a hurricane in over 100 years. The National Hurricane Center reports a life-threatening storm surge is possible along much of Florida's west coast, with the highest risk from Fort Myers to Tampa Bay's region. Significant river flooding is likely across central Florida. The American Red Cross has moved hundreds of trained disaster responders from across the country and tens of thousands of relief supplies to Florida in preparation for Ian, and supporting local officials in opening dozens of shelters to make sure people have a safe place to ride out the storm. Red Cross is working closely with partners and local officials right here in our own backyard, too, to ensure that as well. And help is available when and where people need it the most. But great to see individuals in our own backyard and in our own Midwest region, just like when the flooding came or the tornadoes came down in Kentucky, and all the relief efforts that we had up here, that we were able to send our resources down and some of our volunteers. It's great to see. So, I have family down in Tampa too, so it's definitely a troubling time for them, and I hope it all, goes as well as it can. There's not much you really can say to somebody like, that's going through that. But man, just the amount of rain that I was seeing that they're going to be hit with is going to be dangerous. So our thoughts right up here with our friends down in Florida. And like I said, so many of us here in the Riverbend area either have a property down in Florida, or you have friends down in Florida, or family even. And so want to make sure that we get that information out to you guys. Hey, I wanted to tell you guys that Discover Day is October the 10th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. outside of Hathaway Hall at Lewis and Clark Community College. RSVP is recommended but not required, and you can learn more about Discover Days at lc.edu/Discover Days. You can take a tour of the campus and experience the campus life, learn about becoming a trailblazer, talk with financial aid and enrollment reps with program coordinators, and you can check out Lewis and Clark's clubs as well. There's also going to be some giveaways, some contests, some games, other activities. But another cool thing is my old home for radio, I guess you could say, one of them at least, where I started, 89.9 WLCA live broadcast will be there as well, as they're going to bring you the coverage of Discover Day. It's going to be fun. They always do such a great job with those. Mike Lemons does a great job with his team, and really great. So Discover Days at Lewis and Clark, the 10th of October, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., right outside Hathaway. And for more information, just go to lc.edu/Discover Days. Back after this in downtown Alton.
Riverbender Radio has built 3 new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
Won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it. Visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive, Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found myself.
Fasten your chin straps, ladies and gentlemen, because you are about to experience the most exciting lineup of CF Moto ATVs and side-by-sides ever to hit the trails, rocks, and sand dunes. For 2021, we are introducing an awesome array of new features, plus some new models across 3 lineups: C4 ATVs, Z-Force Utility side-by-sides, and Z-Force Performance side-by-sides. CF Moto, experience more together.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can.
When you need reliable tires without breaking the bank, you won't find a better deal than Cheapy's Tires. Our extensive selection of tires include all major brands, both new and used, along with rims. We'll get you where you need to be with more cash in your pocket. We can work with any budget and get you back on the road in no time. Rough weather is just around the corner, and low tread just won't do. So don't get stuck with bad wheels. Visit Cheapy's Tires on East Broadway in Alton today. Dependable tires at an unbelievable price. For the biggest selection of premium cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop at their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. For the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New service you've come to expect.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
In the market for new flooring? Look no further than Ed Eagles Discount Carpet. Ed Eagles has an enormous inventory of carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood with professionally trained carpet installers that will treat your project and home with the utmost respect. Lowe's and Home Depot can't even compare. Our discounted prices regularly beat out the big box stores. Stop today to have your new flooring ready for the holiday season. Ed Eagles, quality carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood at discount prices. Located on Humbert Road in Alton.
Working on a night moves, and it was summertime.
It's 9:45, right back here at Riverbender at the Riverbender building downtown Alton on this 28th day of September. Julie with Walk Towards a Cure is going to be on in just about 15 minutes, but right now, I was taking a look at some of our stuff that we have prepared for us each day, and sometimes the day's events, the what happened on this date, 10 years ago, 40 years ago, sometimes are really kind of weak, a little wonky. But this time, there was some really interesting things that happened on the 28th day of September, like in 1918, the USA Spanish flu epidemic, and the world's worst flu epidemic in history, called Spanish flu because of the first major outbreak, causing millions of deaths in Spain. An estimated 30 million people died worldwide. Philadelphia was hardest hit in the city in the United States, and after the Liberty Loan Parade on September 28th, thousands of people became infected, causing the death toll of 12,000 in the city for just that few short days. And another thing I saw that was just kind of really interesting was in 1928, while working at his laboratory at St. Mary's Hospital, Alexander Fleming discovers penicillin by accident when he noticed that many of his culture dishes were contaminated with a fungus that had positive antibacterial effect on multiple organisms, providing the basic block for the start of modern antibiotics. Many believe the discovery of penicillin is one of the most important discoveries of the last century. And I thought that was really, really interesting. And also another great thing that happened on this date in 1963, the United States polio vaccine, and one of the biggest undertakings in history against polio, the Sabin oral polio vaccine is taken with a lump of sugar, will commence countrywide starting the following day. The vaccine must be kept refrigerated prior to the use and requires 6 doses to provide full immunization against the deadly disease. And wow, just another groundbreaking day there, huh? And in 1968, the Beatles, Hey Jude, the single Hey Jude hits the top of the charts. It's over 7 minutes long and was one of the longest songs ever to hit number 1, a record hit. It still holds to this day. And on this date in 1978, the Vatican, Pope John Paul I died of a heart attack just 33 days after being elected pontiff of the Roman Catholic Church. And, another historical event as well. And then in 1981, USA disability benefits. Up to 38% of those claiming disability benefits could well be losing those benefits due to the new review of eligibility. As part of a federal economy drive, it's believed as many as 500,000 people could lose benefits on the new eligibility rules. And like I said, just a couple of things that I saw that were kind of interesting, especially when you have the penicillin discovery. And our guest is here, and she just let me know. So I'm going to go up and get Julie here in a couple of minutes so we can welcome her into the studio and make sure that she doesn't get lost in the maze that is the Riverbender building downtown here in Alton. But, I saw some of those and just thought, wow, how historic are these? And especially, whenever we're coming down from our pandemic, and to talk about a little bit of the epidemic that was the Spanish flu is always interesting. But, it's also kind of neat to see some of these things and see how they kind of correlate in today's time. And really just a neat thing to kind of talk about, and really looking forward to doing more of those. But also, too, sometimes it's good to acknowledge when people are a little bit older, like when it's not your mom or your grandma, and you technically don't know, the people you're talking about. And a couple of people that have birthdays today is Bam Margera. He's 43 years old. Hillary Duff is 35, sorry, please don't yell at me there. And scandal celebrity Olivia Jade is 23 years old, and that's a look at some of the things that happened on this date in our history and some birthdays. And there's Julie and there's Dan. Let me take a break, and we'll come back right after this.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark, for me, is going to be the place that I found myself.
Oh, we got a good 10 o'clock hour coming up in just a few short minutes, and I'm glad that you guys are here with me. And, wow, I'm really excited to talk with Julie with Walk Towards a Cure, and really think it would be a great conversation for all of us to have. And they're working on something that's really, really cool, and we're going to talk more in the 10 o'clock, like I just said, but they're having basically a way for all of us to kind of get involved. And that's, I might have to be corrected a little bit, but the world's largest ball made of bras. And that's really just a unique thing, especially towards what we're working at here. And like I said, at 10:30, Jersey County Historical Society is going to be on to talk about Apple Festival. But what a great show so far. Man, like I was telling you guys, with this fall weather, I don't know what it does to me, but every year I get this migraine. And this is day 3 of it. But, I think we broke. I think the camel's back broke. I think I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I think the sting's finally going away. And, it's kind of nice that we had the 9 o'clock hour like this, because that way, I could wait for the naproxen to work and all the Advil and all the sinus spray that gets put up in your nose and almost waterboards you in the morning, and kind of, oh, that text wasn't for me, but kind of just a nice way to kind of spend the morning while you're kind of recovering from that. So thanks for hanging out with me. Really appreciate you guys doing that. As I shook the cobwebs loose, but the 10 o'clock hour, like I said, going to be full of fun and a great conversation. You guys can always comment it on the Facebook watch line, or you can text into the show 618-759-7469. And like always, if you miss part of the interview, part of the conversation, all available online at RiverBender.com/daily show, where you can see the podcast in the MP3 format, where you can just listen if you're driving in your car, or, you can always just watch the video podcast version that's always posted afterwards as well. So really just going to be a great, like I said, great conversation, but also a great way for Riverbender to keep providing you guys opportunities to get content just like this every day of the week, so you can tell your doctor you had your daily dose of local. But hey, I wanted to hit this story before we welcome it on our guests and take the top of the hour break, and that's SIUE graduate and international enrollment has reached record highs. Southern Illinois University in Edwardsville has set new enrollment records for fall 2022, with graduate numbers rising 4% to a 44-year high, 3,494. And international enrollment growing too, 67% growth, 898 total students over fall 2021, which represents an all-time high. The student body for fall 2022 includes 12,519 individuals with diverse backgrounds who are on the transformative path towards degree attainment. These students come from 47 U.S. states and 65 countries, despite a modest overall decline of 3.8% from fall 2021. SIU's enrollment picture is bolstered by a 4% increase in graduate, doctoral, and professional enrollment, with a total of 3,494 students. Graduate students increases were experienced in the schools of engineering at an 8% increase, in business with a 7.4% increase, in education with a 7.3% increase, and pharmaceutical sciences with a 33.3% increase. Always great to see that. In line with the university's commitment to inclusive excellence, a record 6% of students in the fall of 2022 cohort identify as Latinx, with an additional 7% identifying as international, 3% as Asian, and 13% as African American, 63% as white, and 8% identify as multiple ethnicities or did not report. Students have returned to campus in person to take on ground and face-to-face courses. On campus enrollment grew by 652 students over the fall of 2021. And additionally, SIUE serving 2,247 students enrolled in 100% online programs. These fully online programs meet the needs of adults who seek degree opportunities and facilitate the advancement of their desire in their career. You know, another person who might not have gone to SIUE, but definitely took his education to the next level to service his community is Sean Lentz over at the Lentz Law Firm, 2600 Edward Street, just to be exact. You know, your neighbor, he's got a good lawn guy. He's got a good car guy. Might have somebody that could paint your house. But is he going to get you a good lawyer? The answer is probably not, because no one wants to take that chance, right? No one wants to give somebody a bad experience. But I can tell you, I've known Sean for years, and a lot of you guys have too. He's office right up there in Upper Alton across from Centerstone. Sean's got years of experience and tons of great results to add on top of it. And let's be honest, you don't need to know that lawyer until you need to know that lawyer, right? So save Sean's number now and be proactive when a time comes that you need that number the most. 618-465-8000, 618-465-8000. 8,000. Listen, Sean does personal injury, but he does some criminal matters too, whether it's traffic tickets or DUIs. However, if he doesn't really practice that field of law you're seeking him for, don't worry. Still call that number, because he has a strong contact book, and he's going to put you in contact with somebody who's going to do just as good of a job as he would do for you, and that's the truth. But if it's personal injury, we're talking dog bites, auto accidents, negligence, medical malpractice, trucking cases, motorcycle accidents, there's only one person to call. And that's a good lawyer. And not only a good lawyer, but my lawyer. Sean Lentz, 618-465-8000, 618-465-8000, or 2600 Edward Street. All I ask when you call 465-8000 is you tell Sean and the people working in Sean's office that CJ sent you his way.
Riverbender Radio has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And The River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check out today at RiverBender.com.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
And it gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark for me is going to be the place that I found myself.
Fasten your chin straps, ladies and gentlemen, because you are about to experience the most exciting lineup of CF Moto ATVs and side-by-sides ever to hit the trails, rocks, and sand dunes. For 2021, we are introducing an awesome array of new features, plus some new models across 3 lineups: C-Force ATVs, U-Force Utility Side-by-Sides, and Z-Force Performance Side-by-Sides. CF Moto, experience more together.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
When you need reliable tires without breaking the bank, you won't find a better deal than Chibi's Tires. Our extensive selection of tires include all major brands, both new and used, along with rims. We'll get you where you need to be with more cash in your pocket. We can work with any budget and get you back on the road in no time. Rough weather is just around the corner, and low tread just won't do. So don't get stuck with bad wheels. Visit Cheapy's Tires on East Broadway in Alton today. Dependable tires at an unbelievable price. For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars and SUVs in Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, Free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Are you in the market for new further than Ed Eagles Discount Carpet? Ed Eagles has an enormous inventory of carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood with professionally trained carpet installers that will treat your project and home with the utmost respect. Lowe's and Home Depot can't even compare. Our discounted prices regularly beat out the big box stores. Stop by today to have your new flooring ready for the holiday season. Ed Eagles, carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood at discount prices, located on Humbert Road, Alton.
I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Been waiting on this for a while now. Paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile. Been holding it in for a while. Take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world.
It's 10:02 right here in the heart of the Riverbend in downtown Alton. And Julianne Fraser is here with me now. She's the chairperson of Walk Towards a Cure. And Julie, really appreciate you coming on the show. And just like in CJ fashion, I kind of threw something on somebody and, said, hey, if you have some time, because you guys have been going strong now for what, 15 years?
Yeah, May 14th was our 15-year anniversary.
Wow. And how special has that been? Have you been there from the start of it?
Right. This is my organization.
Right.
We originally started it because our insurance company walked away from us. And we were stuck with over $700,000 worth of medical bills.
Oh, my God.
And back then, you couldn't sue your insurance.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't sue any part of your benefit package. And most people's insurance comes from your benefit package.
Right.
It was the ERISA laws. And so we knew what it was like to have to choose between medicine and food. And I didn't want anybody else to have to feel that.
Right.
So this is what we decided. We did it in memory of my grandma and my cousin Barbie, because they both passed away from breast cancer pretty quick after I was diagnosed.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the happy part of the thing. The insurance company is the bad part of the thing.
Right. Right. And have you been able to kind of, how has this journey been for you with this walking towards a
it's working towards a cure.
Working towards a cure. I wrote it down wrong.
That's
Don't
okay.
yell at me. It's okay. All of you that are going, CJ, you're such a jerk. I'm very sorry for that. And so you're working towards a cure, and have you been making some progress, do you think, in some things that you've done and some of the the things? What are some of your accomplishments? I mean, you guys have, like you said, 15 years. First of all, for anybody to be doing any event for 15 years is impressive. But the fact you guys are doing it, but for a great cause, and really for a mission that really speaks directly to you and comes from your heart, that's got to be something special.
Right. Well, we don't do the normal things that everybody else does. We don't buy grants. We don't pay salaries. 100% of the money that we raise goes to help people with bills that they have during breast cancer treatment. One of the oddest things, it's a normal need, but it's unusual for a not-for-profit to.
Right.
We paid for a lady for 6.5 weeks for 3 hours a day for a babysitter to come so her mom could go with her to her radiation appointments. Radiation's scary. Oh. And I understand what she needed.
Right.
I mean, she needed support. And that's what our bra walk is for, for support.
Oh my, well, first of all, that is that is so awesome. That's really neat. But the fact is, I mean, you smile afterwards, but I mean, that is such a heartwarming story. I mean, you're directly helping somebody. And like you said, not giving grants or doing any, and because those are great, right? We need those.
Those are great, and somebody else can do that.
Right.
But that's not what I want to do.
But you're going right into somebody's home, and you're directly helping somebody with the funds that you raise during these events. And is this how many do you do a year? Is this the only one that you?
Well, this is the bra walk.
Right.
This is
the
an
bra
annual
walk.
event.
Right.
But then this year, 48 out of 52 weekends, we are somewhere at a craft fair.
Wow.
Selling our cupcake-shaped pot holders.
That's okay. I saw the pictures online, and I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I've seen this somewhere before.
Yeah.
How has that been for you guys? Because that is always a busy booth. No matter where you're at, people are flocking to you guys. How has that been? That is really interesting.
Well, to give you an idea, we have given away $368,000 all cupcake money.
Are you kidding me?
We've helped 2,022 people.
Oh my.
With expenses that they had. And that's all been cupcake money.
Oh my God. My God. That is incredible. I mean, that is seriously incredible.
Well, our thing is maybe a cupcake will help. And the reason that we chose a cupcake was because, has anybody ever given you a cupcake and it didn't make you smile?
The answer's no.
Everybody loves cupcakes.
Wow. And I mean, that's really, really something cool, Julie. I didn't realize that how much, I mean, because whenever I see it, I kind of do my research. I'll do some Facebook, spying, I guess you call it now. You see things and I go, wow, I see it around town too. If I go to these craft events or go to any booth that you guys are at, but just hear the number and go, that's cupcake money.
And we can't do it without the public's help.
Well, exactly, right? And to me, though, what do you think it is that you guys have gotten to that number? Do you think it's your mission? I mean, the cupcakes are cool and all, but it has to be the people that you have working with you. And, I mean, because you were just, right when I met you, I could see why you're so successful. Very opening, very warming person. And do you think that's kind of helped really drive this as the people more than the cupcakes, or do you think the cupcakes are just as good?
I think the cupcakes are awesome.
Well, I bet you're right. I can't argue with it.
Well, you can pick up a 450-degree Pampered Chef pizza stone and not get burned.
Right.
I mean, that's awesome.
Right.
I mean, to be able to use a cupcake or use a pot holder.
Right.
Use a pot holder and for it actually to do what it says it does.
Because how many times you picked up one of those pots with one of those little rinky-dinky gloves from Dollar General or whatever, and don't sue me, but it's the truth. And I mean, you're right, but how incredible is that? I just met you, but wow, I mean, I'm proud to know you.
Well, I didn't want anybody to ever get hurt from something that I did.
Right.
So, and we have a guarantee that if anything happens to them, and we've only had one complaint in 15 years. Wow. Do you want to hear about this guy?
Okay.
This is funny.
Okay. Oh, God, yes. Anything you want to talk about. Do we have to set the stage?
No, we're at a craft fair.
Okay.
And we used to have purple tablecloths.
Okay.
We used to have purple tablecloths that all matched. And this gentleman, and I saw him kind of out of the corner of my eye when he came in the room. And I mean, there's a lot of people in these gyms. And this man, he has a look of determination, and he looks ticked off.
Uh-oh.
So he waits in line, and he gets up there, and I said, can I help you? And he takes we used to have pink bags, and he took my bag upside down and dumped it onto the tablecloth. And all that was there was the shape of the inside and ashes. I said, oh, my gosh, what happened? And then here comes a little old lady. And she is like half running. And she gets there about the time I go, what happened? And she says, you tell her what you did. And she's smacking him on the arm, and he won't say nothing. And she says, he left it on top of the ceramic top stove with the stove on and left the room. And she said what happened was it caught fire. All the cotton that's on the outside, because they're 100% cotton, burned off, and the Insulbright that's on the inside put the fire out. She said it could have been so much worse.
Oh my God, you ain't a kid, and that could have been terrible.
But we said if anything ever happens, we'll replace it. And I said, pick another one.
You know what? How cool is that? That you're gonna. I bet that guy's tail was tucked between his legs.
Well, she let him have it. But anyway, whenever he turned his back and was walking away, she slipped a $20 bill in the donation thing.
Oh, well, that's actually really kind of a heartwarming story. That's really neat. And I bet you we could talk about this type of stuff forever, because I would actually like to one day if we have more time and more time to prepare. I'd love to have you back on. But I wanted to ask you about this event, because not only are we're raising money and we're raising awareness, really, but hopefully some money to help some families out locally. Because after hearing that, I mean, you make me want to grab my checkbook right now. Because
well, that's okay.
And I wanted to ask you about this event, because you guys are putting on something. You're taking donations for old bras, right?
Right. We are trying to build the world's largest ball made out of bra.
How cool is that? And how'd you get the idea?
My friend, who has since passed away from cancer, she sent me a picture of the one from Baltimore. They currently own the record.
Uh-oh.
We don't want them to have it anymore.
Likes Baltimore anyway. I mean,
Nobody.
Come on.
Nobody. But anyway, she said, I think this would be perfect for you.
Yeah.
And that's when we started. And we've got 1,357 bras in the ball so far.
Wow. How big is it getting?
Right now it is 4'10". We need it to be bigger than 6 foot in order to win.
Okay.
We have a bunch of bras, but I don't think we have enough to beat the whole record this year.
Uh-oh. We can change that real fast. We are calling to action right now. I'm going to look you guys dead in the face. We need to get some bras, because we need to beat Baltimore. I want to beat them. I think we can.
I think we can.
Let's do it. How do we find out to get you guys some more bras? Where can we drop them off? Where can we donate to? Because I want to win this. I'm in it with you now. We got to beat Baltimore.
I'm not giving up on this.
No.
We are going to do this.
Well, and before I'll ask you this first. How can we get donations out to you for these bras? Which ones are you accepting?
Okay, we want your worn out, your underwire has broken, it is poking your skin. We want the ones that have lost their will to support. We do not want your new bras. We want the ones that you don't want.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And we'll promise that we won't put your name on any of the yucky bras.
Okay.
But I have to tell you about this one bra we found in a barrel.
Oh, please do.
It is black leather.
Uh-oh.
It has zippers on it.
Uh-oh.
And places for hooks. And I don't know who put it in there, but thank you. It has been wonderful, a topic of conversation. But it's right in the middle. So it is the core of our bra.
It's bonded it all together, huh?
Well, we kind of bonded it in there.
Oh. I got to ask you, how wide does this thing have to beat it?
6 foot.
So it's 6 foot wide and tall.
It's a ball.
Okay, so it's got to be, I didn't know if the circumference was different, or I don't know how math
No,
works.
it has to be 6 foot by 6 foot.
That's going to be a big ball.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of bras.
We're going to need some bras. So how can we drop them off to you again, just so we can get
now,
that?
Saturday mornings at the Bra Walk,
okay.
We will be there beginning at 6 a.m.
Okay.
There's blue barrels, and just drop them in.
Blue barrels. And by the way, I'm going to tell you this now. I'm going to be reminding you every day this week until Saturday. I will. Every day I'm going to tell you guys to go to the Bra Walk at 6 a.m. It starts at 6, correct? And those,
well, we start setting up at 6.
Right. But the blue barrels are going to be down there, and we can drop off. I don't have any bras that I can donate to you yet.
Call your mom.
Well, I'm going to. I just sent her a text, actually. That's what that phone buzz was, because I want to be a part of this. How cool is that? And just take us through that. How many people have you kind of been a part? How many people are part of your network? Because it seems like you have just a really, almost like a small army of people that you can kind of, you're networking with or talking with. And does it take a village for you guys, or is it?
Well, I've never met a stranger.
Well, I can tell. That's great.
But we've had the bra barrel at each of the craft fair things we've been at, and we've gotten a few at the craft fairs. I mean, sometimes we're not in this area. Like last weekend, we were supposed to be in Clinton. Next weekend, this weekend we're in Alton. And next weekend, we are in Madison County, Missouri.
Now, that's a play on words right there. Where's that at?
It's out 55.
Wow.
Out.
In the Nether Regions. I've never been there before. That's interesting.
You've heard of Timbuktu? It's right past that.
You're
right past that.
You are awesome.
We're camping at Timbuktu.
Oh, okay.
And driving the rest of the way every morning.
Wow, that's incredible. And so here's what we'll do, because right now we've been going here for about 13, 14 minutes. What I want to do is take a break, because I think we have a lot more to talk about. So why don't we reset here? Hey, it's 10:16 in the heart of the Riverbend. That's downtown Alton on this 28th day of September. Quick break, right back here for more of our daily show after this.
Fasten your chin straps, ladies and gentlemen, because you are about to experience the most exciting lineup of CF Moto ATVs and side-by-sides ever to hit the trails, rocks, and sand dunes. For 2021, we are introducing an awesome array of new features, plus some new models across 3 lineups: C-Force ATVs, U-Force Utility Side-by-Sides, and Z-Force Performance Side-by-Sides. CF Moto, experience more together.
When you need reliable tires without breaking the bank, you won't find a better deal than Cheeby's Tires. Our extensive selection of tires include all major brands, both new and used, along with rims. We'll get you where you need to be with more cash in your pocket. We can work with any budget and get you back on the road in no time. Rough weather is just around the corner, and low tread just won't do. So don't get stuck with bad wheels. Visit Cheeby's Tires on East Broadway in Alton today. Dependable tires at an unbelievable price.
Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan Burkhardt, Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers and help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Scared in case I fall off my chair, and I'm wondering how I'll get down.
Oh, you're oh my goodness. 10:19. We've been having a ball here this morning in downtown Alton at the RiverBender building on this 28th day of September. I'm back here with Julianne Fraser. She's the chairperson of Working Towards a Cure. I'm learning.
You got it.
But actually, I think I have one of those.
There you go.
But anyway, the event is this Saturday.
This Saturday.
At the Amphitheater. Give me all the details.
At the Liberty Bank Alton Amphitheater.
That's right.
Vendor setup starts at 7.
Okay.
You can drive up right to your spot as long as you stay on the sidewalk. We still have room for vendors.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do you?
Yes.
Might have talked to you.
Okay. And at 8 o'clock, the Survivor Breakfast, which my husband and I are in charge of that.
Mm-hmm.
We pay for that, so you know it's nice.
So what's that entail?
Okay, breast cancer survivor can bring a guest,
mm-hmm.
and they sit in the Survivor pink tent. And if it's too cold, it's heated. If it's too hot, it's air conditioned. We have it set up in such a way that if you just had chemo yesterday, you can stay and sit in the tent and still be able to see everything that's going on the stage.
That's incredible.
Well, being a survivor,
Right.
I set it up like I would want it.
That's so neat. And then, so what follows that? First of all, you're starting off strong because that's really something special. And to make it accommodating, because, so many of us don't think about and really don't think about the, how you need to accommodate for somebody going through chemotherapy or having those type of radiation treatments. To have, and maybe that's why, I'm just blown away by this because you have tailor-made, everyone else's experience that might be going through this disease, that might be just coming down from the victory. They just won the battle against breast
They just
cancer.
rang the bell.
Right. And you're making sure that they're taking care of, everything's accessible for them. And I just love that about you. I love the fact, too, that you aren't taking salary. You're giving money right back into the people that need it the most, because to me, that's a real charity. what you're doing is real work, and I love it.
I don't do this by myself. I have a committee of 7
highlight
people. I have 2 survivors besides myself.
Mm-hmm.
My husband, poor thing, he gets shanghaied into everything.
He's a trooper. Give him the MVP award, huh?
Yeah. He got an award from the Boy Scouts one time for never telling me no.
No kidding.
Yep. And then 3 other ladies that are just because it's a good cause.
Right.
Well, my best friend from high school, and she just it seems like we're always in cahoots about something. But she helps me a lot, and she doesn't even realize how much she helps me.
That's
Yay,
incredible.
Kathy Croxton.
Mm-hmm. Good for you. Thank you, Kathy. That's awesome.
They're our official board.
Mm-hmm.
They approve any spending of money. Like they had to approve the T-shirts, how much money we spent for the
T-shirts. We'll get to that in a second.
They approve any expenditure over $100.
Wow, that's really cool. That's really cool.
We have an emergency fund that is for expenses less than $100 that we don't have to have approval for, but we do have to report them.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, like maybe you get somebody that needs a gas card to get back and forth to the doctor. Well, we can buy them a $50 gas card and take care of that.
Right.
And just report it at the next board meeting.
That's really neat. That's actually really, really cool. And then when does what else are we expecting on Saturday? I know we keep bouncing back and forth, but I want to make sure we get out all the information, all the details of this event, because like I said, you have one of your biggest fans right over here after talking to you.
Well, I got to tell you about our honorary chairs.
Oh.
Yes. They're Darren Carlton. He's the mayor from East Alton.
Okay.
And Dave Goins, he's the mayor from Alton. And Tom Stallcup, he's the mayor from Wood River. You have got to give these guys a break because they are taking on, coming in blind. They don't know what I'm going to talk them into doing.
Uh-oh.
And they're along for the ride.
Comes with the power. Now you got to be along for the ride. I love it.
So they're really good guys. They've helped us a lot.
No, that's fantastic. And I'm obviously just playing around the case because some of the listeners get serious about this stuff. But
not me.
No, that's why I love you to death. So can we talk? So what can they expect, or what? We're gonna tease it. But are they? What's their role at the event?
They're the judges for the bra contest.
Oh, I love it! I love it. There's a lot going on at this thing. This is cool. This is really cool. And then, did you want to show people that shirt? Or?
Yes.
Yeah,
well,
hang that up.
This is the front.
Oh,
where
get that.
Go?
Yeah, right there. Look at that.
This is the bra you decorate.
I love it. I love it.
And then the back lists our sponsors.
Really, really cool.
Which we couldn't do this without them.
Absolutely. And talk, because you're actually, we say that a lot, but you guys really couldn't do this without your sponsors.
We couldn't. We'd just be making cupcakes and they'd just be sitting there.
That sounds sad.
Yeah, it does. But we...
so thank you, sponsors.
Thank you, sponsors. Well, and there are other people through the year that give us money. And we are just so grateful.
I couldn't imagine. And I mean, just we have a couple of minutes left, so I want to make sure you get out every bit of information you want to promote about this, because, like I said, I'm going to be telling you guys about donating your bras for the rest of the week, because I want to beat Baltimore. Listen, we're a lot better than Baltimore.
Yeah, we are.
We don't need to stoop to this level, guys. We can just go right above them and get 12 feet of ball going, and then we'd have a pretty big brawl. You know, we can hang on display. Where do you? I mean,
it's underneath my carport, wrapped in tarps.
That is fantastic.
Because it won't go through a door.
I love it. I love it. That is so fun. And the thing is, you're making this such. I mean, to me, there's so many ways you can go about raising money and raising awareness. And I really,
why not have a good time?
You know what? I think that you're on the right track with it, because I have just enjoyed every bit of this conversation with you. And I mean, your personality, you know, out of all the stuff that you've done for people, and your journey itself with your battles through the disease, and then your help with everyone else that's going through it, your charitable work. I mean, to do this with a smile on your face, make it engaging, make it fun for people that are coming to support it, really is something special. And I think that's why you've raised, what, over $300,000? Is that what you said?
$368,056.31.
All on cupcakes. That is...
Well, and donations into the emergency fund.
Right, but that is just incredible. I mean, that is really just something special. So what else am I forgetting about the event that we want to highlight?
Well, let's talk about the bra contest. The
Oh, yes.
5 categories that you need to make your theme of your bra in. Now, we'll talk about my personal favorite last. Best design by a survivor.
Okay.
So, enough said. Best pink ribbon design. Okay, all got that. Mayor's choice.
Uh-oh, gonna get some mayors in trouble.
No. I'll take the blame for anything they do.
Well, no, I meant about maybe their wives there.
They actually come and support us.
That's really cool. So I didn't know if, like, because to me, I'm thinking if I have to be the judge of a bra contest and my wife's next to me, I don't know if I vote. You know, like, do I abstain from the voting? You know, that's where my thought process
whatever you think. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that's what I meant by that. Yeah, no, all good fun. But so they're the mayor's choice.
Mayor's choice, and then the best themed, and it can be anything. And this girl last year, she made an Easter basket, and her boobs were the eggs. It was so cute.
That's fantastic. That is so cool.
And then my personal favorite, the wife or girlfriend decorates it, and the husband or boyfriend has to model it.
Oh, no way.
We save that for last. It's always a really good prize. And it's more about presentation. I'll just say that.
I am looking forward to being there. I am going to show up to this. This is going to be fun. How much is admission?
It's $25.
Okay.
If you want your T-shirt ahead of time, you need to...
Do it pretty quick, huh?
Well, you need to call me.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to give that phone number out or say message the Facebook page?
Why don't you message the Facebook page? Because that phone was ringing all the time already. We found that out.
We found that out.
And which is workingtowardsacure.com. There's a form at the bottom. It says, how can we help you?
Mm-hmm.
And just tell me what size shirt you need and what your address is, and we'll get it to you.
Awesome. Well, Julie, this has been a lot of fun, and I really
appreciate you contacting me.
Oh, well, I'm sorry I gave you about 7 hours notice, no, but a little longer than that. But, Julie, you've been a blast, and I will see you down there on Saturday because I got to stop by and check out the grand finale of the bra contest. We'll be back with more of our daily show. Jersey County Historical Society joins us next, right after this, in the heart of the Riverbend. That's downtown Alton.
Riverbend has built 3 great new stations just for you in the Riverbend. The Eagle, the Riverbend's classic rock station. The Bridge, hit music for the Riverbend. And the River, today's country, and all your favorites. Check them out today at RiverBender.com.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club, has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Once I got here to Lewis and Clark, I felt connected to this place.
It is about intellectual curiosity and people who want to work with faculty mentors and delve into these areas they're interested in.
It gives the chance for students to develop a more full version of themselves.
Lewis and Clark, for me, is going to be the place that I found myself.
Fasten your chin straps, ladies and gentlemen. You are about to experience the most exciting lineup of CF Moto ATVs and side-by-sides ever to hit the trails, rocks, and sand dunes. For 2021, we are introducing an awesome array of new features, plus some new models across 3 lineups: C-Force ATVs, U-Force Utility Side-by-Side, and Z-Force Performance Side-by-Sides. CF Moto, experience more together.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
When you need reliable tires without breaking the bank, you won't find a better deal than Cheapy's Tires. Our extensive selection of tires include all major brands, both new and used, along with rims. We'll get you where you need to be, more cash in your pocket. We can work with any budget and get you back on the road in no time. Rough weather is just around the corner, and low tread just won't do. So don't get stuck with bad wheels. Visit Cheapy's Tires on East Broadway in Alton today. Dependable tires at an unbelievable price. For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan-Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan-Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Are you in the market for new flooring? Look no further than Ed Eagles Discount Carpet. Ed Eagles has an enormous inventory of carpet and hardwood with professionally trained carpet installers that will treat your project and home with the utmost respect. Lowe's and Home Depot can't even compare. Our discounted prices regularly beat out the big box stores. Stop by today to have your new flooring ready for the holiday season. Ed Eagles, carpet, tile, vinyl, and hardwood discount prices, located on Humbert Road in Alton.
Look down, 'cause I'm on top of the world, hey. I'm on top of the world, hey. Been on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to slide, hey. The whole name.
Oh, we're right back here. It's 10:34 in the heart of the Riverbend. That's downtown Alton on this 28th day of September. And how great was Julie with working towards a cure? A great thing happening on Saturday. Another great thing happening this weekend is Apple Festival, which is always a great staple event in Jerseyville. And Beth McGlasson from Jersey County Historical Society is on the line now. Beth, I think I got the name right. I told you I'm going to try my best. Did I start us off on the right foot?
It's McGlasson.
McGlasson. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. Don't yell at me, guys. I told you I have this sinus migraine. We're getting through it. But, Beth, you guys this is a great event you guys put on. And how long has this been going on for now?
This is our 31st year.
Are you serious? That is incredible.
Yes, it is amazing, isn't it? And I have not been around that long. I just want to point that out.
well, there's your disclaimer, folks. How long have you been a part? I guess I ask you, how long have you been a part of it? If it's not a rude question.
No, I have actually been a part of this for about 15 years now, and it has grown tremendously over the years. And this is something that a lot of people look forward to because they kind of consider this as the fall kickoff. Oh, Apple Festival is here. It's fall.
That's what I've always done. In all seriousness, that's really what I've equated it to. I've told people.
Right. And the weather this weekend is just perfect. So, we're so excited.
Oh, I bet. And let's just get right into this a little bit. What can we expect at Apple Festival this year? And what are some of the amenities before we do the full deep dive into the event?
Well, we just have so many things slated. We have live entertainment. We have activities for kids. We have tours of all our historic buildings. We have a lot of food. We have over 30 vendors on our grounds. And the great thing is there's no admission fee for the grounds. So if you just want to come and poke around and check out the vendors, it's really a very low cost entertainment day for the entire family.
That's incredible. And I wanted to ask you, and by the way, I'm sorry if I keep bouncing back and forth because you guys have so much to offer over there at Jersey County Historical Society. And, there's so many unique buildings that you guys have. Can you shed some light on some of the tours of the buildings we could be going into?
Absolutely. The great thing about the tours that day is the price. For $5, you can tour all of our buildings.
Wow.
And that includes the Cheney House, which is the cornerstone really of our grounds. The Cheney House is the oldest home in the Jerseyville area. It dates back to 1827.
Oh.
So it actually predates both Jerseyville and Jersey County. And when it was built, it was the first frame house in this area. What I mean by that is it wasn't a log cabin. And so over the years, they added a north wing and a south wing like you did on your house, I'm sure, right?
Right. Well, no. I can't add wings, I don't think. I'm not capable. I don't know.
Nothing like it.
I don't ever get asked questions. That's my job.
It was originally just a 4-room, very plain house. And today it is this just beautiful, beautiful house. So you can tour the Cheney House. We have the Lone Star School, which was originally located
Beth, not to
out in
cut
the
you
county.
off, is the Cheney House the White House that's in the big White House? Is that the one? Because I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with everything up there yet. I'm an Alton guy, so I'm trying to learn still. Is the Cheney House the white farmhouse with all the I'm talking about with the white that's on I think your Facebook page too? Is that it?
We have a really bad connection, and I am not getting much of your conversation at this point.
Oh no! What happened? We were doing so good.
I know. Can you call me back on our dedicated phone line?
Yeah, let's do that. Oh man, we were doing so well too, Beth. All right, we'll take a quick break and I'll get you back on the line. Could you send me that text?
That number is, can I give it to you over the phone?
Yeah,
It's
just give
our
it to me.
Historical Society number.
Yeah.
618-498-3514.
3514. All right, we're going to take a quick break, get Beth back here on the line, and I really appreciate you letting me know that. And we'll be back here in just about 2 minutes in downtown Alton.
Fasten your chin straps, ladies and gentlemen, because you are about to experience the most exciting lineup of CF Moto ATVs and side-by-sides ever to hit the trails, rocks, and sand dunes. For 2021, we are introducing an awesome array of new features, plus some new models across 3 lineups: C-Force ATVs, U-Force Utility Side-by-Sides, and Z-Force Performance Side-by-Sides. CF Moto, experience more together.
When you need reliable tires without breaking the bank, you won't find a better deal than Cheapy's Tires. Our extensive selection of tires include all major brands, both new and used, along with rims. We'll get you where you need to be with more cash in your pocket. We can work with any budget and get you back on the road in no time. Rough weather is just around the corner, and low tread just won't do. So don't get stuck with bad wheels. Visit Cheapy's Tires on East Broadway in Alton today. Dependable tires at an unbelievable price.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop at their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Mungan-Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Mungan Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Mungan-Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
It will be a night at Apple Festival. It will be a weekend to say the least. We got Beth McGlasson, right?
You got it.
Oh, we did it! And we got her back on the line. I'm excited now. Thank you, Beth. Really appreciate that. And are we sounding a little bit better?
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully this connection's spot on.
I think so, and I hope so anyway. And we were talking about the Cheney House, which is the huge White House, right, that we were talking about. Not the White House, but the big white, house that's right in the middle of town almost, correct?
Yes, and it really has a remarkable history. In addition, to its age, it served as a stop, a stagecoach stop. So it was used actually as a tavern. So people who were traveling that stage line between Jacksonville and Alton could stop there and get a meal or a drink. Also a stop on the Underground Railroad, and you can actually see the spot where the slaves were hidden until they could move further north.
Wow, that's incredible. I didn't know that. Yeah, I had no idea. And we were talking about the Cheney House because that's part of one of the tour stops that you could be a part of if you pay $5. We were talking about at Apple Festival, you could tour the historical buildings of Jerseyville. How many are there a part of that tour for just $5? That's a steal.
Well, there's the Cheney House, the Lone Star School, the Union Forest Church, 3 cabins, and our museum. So 8 buildings that you can tour for $5. Children under 5 are free. The Lone Star School was used for over 100 years to teach Jersey County students, and it has nearly all its original content. So when you walk in that door, you feel like a student who was going to school in a one-room school in the 1860s. Wow. The Union Forest Church was completed in 1920. It was a one-room, small, rural church, again, with all its original contents. Our museum has 10 rooms, including transportation room that includes a Sears motor buggy, a Model T Ford, a racing sleigh, a Surrey. There are 2 older cars in another room. It has one of the largest private collections of Indian artifacts. I mean, it's impressive.
I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Yes, the man who donated it to the society was actually approached by the museum in Illinois, the state museum in Illinois. They wanted it for their natural history museum, and he said, no, it originated in Jersey County. It needs to stay there. So it's a very impressive collection, and actually includes a mastodon bone and tooth that were found in the county.
Wow. Whoa.
it's amazing.
I'd say so. And and that's just to me what makes this so unique and such a great event is that you guys are really able to showcase so many great parts of Jerseyville at one event. That's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. We have a military room in our museum that gives the history of Jersey County soldiers dating back to the Civil War. We have lots of great memorabilia. I really have to compliment the residents of Jersey County, both present and former, because they have just been so very generous with their donations to us, and we have this wonderful collection thanks to them.
Well, and right, and that's to me, you hit it right on the head there. I mean, to have something that you guys, as a community created with your own, collections and your own things, and to me, that's what makes it special. I mean, because to me, you can buy as much stuff as you want, but to have a community feel to it, to where the residents are all kind of, or just individuals are kind of chipping in and really contributing to your guys's, increase of memorabilia, artifacts of different things. I mean, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. It really is. It really is. And, in addition to the museum, of course, because we are a historical society, one of the things that we've added in the recent years was a Pioneer Craft and Tours area for children. So if you have kids or grandchildren, they can come in, and there's a $5 fee per child, but they're going to complete 8 Pioneer chores. They're going to churn butter. They're going to collect eggs. They're going to milk a cow. Now, I'm happy to report that there is no chance whatsoever that Bessie will kick them because she's wooden and she's very well behaved. But they're going to pitch straw. They're just going to try their hand at a number of chores that Pioneer children would have done. And for each chore that they complete, they earn a wooden nickel, and then they get to take their wooden nickel into our mercantile and shop for penny candy. So they get to spend their money that they earn doing their chores. And then there's also Pioneer Crafts. They're going to, they can create a spinning wheel. They can try tin punch. They can make a buzzsaw toy. And the $5 covers all of those. And it's just a great way for kids really, like I said, to get a feel for what life would have been like if you lived in the 1800s or the early 1900s.
Wow, that is super neat. And this is, of course, all at Apple Festival, correct? This weekend.
Yes.
Absolutely. And what are some of the other activities? Some other, of the other things. We have a couple of minutes left, and I think the gophers or goblins that were taking our phone line over for a second are somewhat to blame for the shortened little bit of a conversation. But that
is fine. We have live entertainment throughout the day. The Gibson girls perform at 12:30. Back in the Saddle, the Mager boys they start performing at 1:30. We have over 30 vendors that will be on our lawn, including Bob Sandcamper from Bulls by Bob. He'll have his pottery wheel here, so people can watch him in action.
Wow.
Greenhouse Orchards, they're going to be here selling apple everything. Lots of delicious food that you can buy. We have fried fish, chicken strips, hot dogs, but we're famous for our homemade desserts. So if you come up here, if you are hankering for a slice of pie, come up and see us Saturday. We will have plenty that you can choose from.
And, well, that was a disclaimer that was probably meant for CJ because I'll be driving up pretty fast to get a piece of that pie. I have to ask you, you've been with Jersey County Historical Society, I think, if I remember correctly, you said 15 years, right?
Yes.
So, and we both know the growth that you guys have had with this event. Talk to us a little bit from the first, your first Apple Festival to up to this current one. How has it grown? What's been some of the most proud moments you've had with Jersey County Historical Society? And then we'll recap the event.
Well, as far as the Historical Society Apple Festival, I think it is just the adding the Pioneer tours, upping our game to where the Cheney House, all of the contents are period correct, really improving our museum displays. Then again, like I said, we've just seen an explosion in the number of vendors that we have up here. So that's all just really coalesce to create a really nice day for the entire family.
Oh, I bet. And like I said, I've always thought this. With Apple Festival, with even a few of the local parishes stuff down in our neck of the woods here in this part of the Riverbend, whenever I see those staple events, I go, oh, it's fall. I mean, because you're right. Whenever Apple Festival comes around the corner, that means the leaves are getting ready to change, and we can watch some scary movies, I guess.
Yeah. And like I said, with the weather being 76 degrees on Saturday, it should just be a phenomenal day to be outside.
It'll be beautiful. I mean, it'll be if you aren't outside on Saturday, do not call into the show and tell me that, because it probably, might be at your expense. I'm right there with you, Beth. Everyone should be outside. A beautiful weekend for a great event and a great community aspect, and really just such a great thing. So glad that you were able to call into the show today and talk about Apple Festival, which is this weekend. Once again, let's recap and talk about the time it starts, what we can expect, and for more information, how can we check you guys out?
Okay, it is this Saturday, October 1st, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The children's Pioneer Crafts and Chores actually go from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you have any questions, you can call us at 618-498-3514, and we are located at 601 State Street in Jerseyville. There's plenty of parking at the high school, which is right across the street to the north from us, so I hope everybody will come out and see us.
Well, I'll be up there because, like I said, you guys really do put on a heck of an event, and I'm really, just like I said, so grateful you were able to find some time today on short notice and call into this show to talk about Apple Festival, a staple event in our communities, and really glad that you had the time to talk about it today, Beth.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I enjoyed it.
Awesome. Well, guys, it's 10:52. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we wrap up this bad boy on this Wednesday in downtown Alton.
Fasten your chin straps, ladies and gentlemen, because you're about to experience the most exciting lineup of CF Moto ATVs and side-by-sides ever to hit the trails, rocks, and sand dunes. For 2021, we are introducing an awesome array of new features, plus some new models across 3 lineups: C-Force ATVs, U-Force Utility Side-by-Sides, and Z-Force Performance Side-by-Sides. CF Moto. Experience more together.
When you need reliable tires without breaking the bank, you won't find a better deal than Cheeby's Tires. Our extensive selection of tires include all major brands, both new and used, along with rims. We'll get you where you need to be with more cash in your pocket. We can work with any budget and get you back on the road in no time. Rough weather is just around the corner, and low tread just won't do. So don't get stuck with bad wheels. Visit Cheeby's Tires on East Broadway in Alton today. Dependable tires at an unbelievable price.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
Right back here, it's 10:54 in the heart of the Riverbend. That's downtown Alton on this 28th day of September. And just wanted to put a quick alert out. This is from Dan Brandon. He's a content director at RiverBender.com. A 26-year-old wanted on felony warrants is wanted. His last known address was in Jerseyville. Two Rivers Crime Stoppers is offering a $3,000 cash reward for help in locating of a man considered armed and dangerous. To get him off the streets, Two Rivers Crime Stoppers and the Jersey County Sheriff's Office say a Jerseyville man, Devin Kruger, 26, of the 2000th block of Tutkin Road in Jerseyville, is wanted on multiple felony warrants in Greene, Jersey, Macoupin, and Madison counties. Again, Two Rivers Crime Stoppers is offering a $3,000 cash reward for the help in locating a man considered armed and dangerous to get him off of the streets. And that man is Devin Kruger, 26, of the 2000th block of Tutkin Road in Jerseyville, is wanted on multiple felony warrants out of Greene, Jersey, Macoupin, and Madison County. Kruger is 5'9" with brown eyes and brown hair. The Jersey County Sheriff's Office said Kruger is also wanted for questioning in multiple residential burglaries and possession of a stolen vehicle. The Jersey County Sheriff's Office said anyone helping Devin hide out may be brought in on charges of harboring a fugitive, rightfully so. If you know Kruger's whereabouts, Two Rivers said to call its tip hotline at 1-800-300-2590. That's 1-800-300-2590, and you can remain anonymous or submit a tip on the Jersey County Sheriff's Office app. And once again, that's Devin Kruger. He's 5'9", brown eyes, brown hair, considered armed and dangerous, multiple felony warrants in Greene, Jersey, Macoupin, and Madison counties. And Two Rivers Crime Stoppers is offering a $3,000 cash reward for his capture. And, definitely want to make sure we get that information out to you. And hey, what a great show this has been. Julie was just fantastic with working towards a cure. And her personality, I think, spoke for itself as why they've been going on for 15 years. And really just a great conversation. Looking forward to being down there. Man, this mic stand's talking to me today. And just to be down there and hang out with those great individuals of working towards a cure. And really a great thing to be a part of. If you're able to donate some bras, send over some bras to Julie. And help beat Baltimore and take the record for the world's largest ball of bras. I think that's a really neat thing, especially when it's for such a great cause and to raise awareness in that regard. And then Beth was fantastic with Jersey County Historical Society. Really appreciated her working with me on the fly today because we had a little bit of a phone line issue. And, to have a guest be able to go, just call me on the landline. Just call me right back. We'll get back on this and save the ship. Really appreciated that, Beth. And like I said, Jersey County Historical Society's Apple Festival is this weekend. Like she said, it is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or for all the kids excursions and all the some of the other stuff, especially for the kids activities. It was 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. But also Grafton Winery, the Vineyards, they're going to be on the show tomorrow. I'm going to be in heaven. Well, should I say that? John might be listening. No, I'm not going to be in heaven. There's not going to be wine around me, so don't tune in. No, I'm just kidding. Grafton Winery, the Vineyards, they will be on the show to talk about their upcoming events. And I'm really, really looking forward to their Harvest Fest, which is this Sunday. And really looking forward to having Grafton Winery, the Vineyards, on this show tomorrow. And tomorrow also, we're starting the first part of our conversations with local candidates that are running for office. And these are not going to be party-specific. Anybody that is running for any position in Madison County that we have the chance to vote for are welcomed on this show. We've started that process, and Senator Chris Tharp will be the first on this show to talk about his campaign, his platform, a little bit about himself, and why he thinks you guys should vote for him without any opinion from me. That all happens tomorrow, that Thursday, 9 a.m. until 11, just like this show was. And just thank you for tuning in. You guys have a great rest of your Wednesday, and just try your very best to stay out of jail.